Hey guys, today's video is not a video that I would normally make, and I actually debated on even making this video because I like to keep my content inspirational, informative, light, level up journey, soft life journey, things like that. But I feel like I had to make this video for myself and also for women that are feeling like this, anybody who's going through this. Also, I feel like I had to make this video because I told you guys in my last vlog that I wanted to be more consistent. I think I've actually told you guys that in the last 2 or 3 vlogs that I'm trying to be consistent with my videos and trying to put out more videos. And I missed my uploading schedule. I was supposed to schedule 2 days ago. I let myself down with that, but I feel like I have been going through some really crazy emotions. It's been a few days since the incident, so I'm a little bit more calm. Things are going into motion, and I'm able to kind of sit down and process what really happened to me at this time. And so I've also been having trouble sleeping because I feel like it's just hard for me to sleep after what happened. So my demeanor might be a little calm, a little like just laid back. I'm actually really tired and trying to do different things to fall asleep so I can get a good night's rest. So don't let my demeanor like take away from this video, because this video is actually very serious. So a few nights ago, I was in my home, in my safe space, minding my business, and I noticed a man, a stranger, looking at me, watching me through my window, my bedroom window. Yeah. I also noticed that he had a chair set up at my window, like a whole chair set up there, like he had been there, I don't know, all night, just watching me, listening to me through my window, my bedroom window. Let that sink in. I had to call 911. My daughter was actually in the house with me because she is home from college. So I had to stay calm and I had to literally process that my home did not feel safe at the moment. And that was very unreal and absolutely heartbreaking for me. And I want to segue into the heartbreaking comment as well, because what's more heartbreaking than violating my space and essentially committing a crime against me was that this man was black. He was a black man. So what's more heartbreaking was that it's basically black on black crime. A black man would do this to another black woman. So that was heartbreaking. What hurt even more was just the fear of, was he trying to come into my house? Is he going to try to come back? Also, what really was heartbreaking was the lack of concern, the lack of protection, and the lack of support from people I thought I would actually have support from with a situation like this. Las Vegas PD. I'm gonna be real, like Las Vegas PD, horrible, terrible. They completely gaslit me. They did not do absolutely anything. They didn't even come out to look at the scene. They actually, when I called them, they came fairly quick, but I saw them do a donut around my complex. And I ran out thinking that maybe, they were lost and they couldn't find me. So I was trying to flag them down and they didn't stop because they didn't see me. But then I saw them leave. Like, they just kept going. So I actually had to call 911 again and say, hey, like, I just saw the police leave. Like, are they going to come back? And the lady's like, well, let me call them. Keep your phone close. Stay in a safe place. So about 15 minutes later, they called me back. And they were just talking to me on the phone. They didn't even come, like, I don't know, process the scene or whatever. I'm not like a CSI person, so, whatever. They were just talking to me on the phone. They were actually very rude. There was two of them, but there was only one that was talking to me. He was very rude to me, very curt, very short with me. He gaslit me, tried to make it seem like what I saw wasn't real, and that I basically just had an abandoned chair on my hands that needed to be thrown away. He also, when I told him no, like, I saw someone, that's why I called 911, there was someone outside of my window. He said, well, how do you know that he wasn't at the wrong window? I mean, just all kind of just insane gaslit man things that men will say to women. So I was just like, okay, this conversation is over. I was like, I just want my police report, because I had to go to my HOA about this situation as well. And I'm trying not to get emotional because the truth is, this just reminded me of something that I've always known, but I try not to believe. And that is that Black women are always expected to basically protect ourselves, advocate for ourselves, help ourselves. We're expected to be strong, unbothered, and just handle everything no matter what. We have to be vulnerable on our own. We have to figure out everything on our own. And even in terrible, scary, unreal situations like this, people just expect us to keep going. And you guys know I wrote a book about the soft life called The Soft Life Lifestyle Footnotes. And I talk about how not just Black women, but pretty much all women these days are chastised for being independent or called masculine. And this is pretty much why. Because we really don't have any protection, or people don't believe us, or people gaslight us, and this is another reason why I wanted to be transparent with this video as well, because there are so many women walking around with trauma like this, just trying to make it every day, and including me. Well, I do want to shout out the people that were there for me, because while I'm begging the wrong person to be there for me, my real ones were there for me. And I want to shout out my best friend, because my best friend is always there for me. All the way in Texas, my best friend was concerned. My co-workers, my doctors that I work for, like, because I had to call my job and tell my job what happened because I wasn't going to work. So everybody kind of found out at my job, and everybody was like so supportive and calling me, and people have been sending me food because I've just been so focused on putting cameras up and getting certain safety measures in place. I had to make a complaint not only to the Las Vegas PD for that bullshit that they pulled on me, but I actually made a complaint with the HOA in my condo complex because there was supposed to be 24/7 security walking around here, and obviously they weren't doing their job, because how could you miss a chair set up in somebody's window and somebody peeping through or possibly trying to come through somebody's window? So I had to make a complaint about that, and I will say that my HOA has been very, very responsive. They have had the situation under control, and I appreciate them so much because they really are putting in the work and taking my complaint really seriously. So I want to give a shout out to them as well, and just everybody like that have been calling me, texting me. I've been getting flowers and just people being genuinely concerned about what happened. I appreciate y'all so much, more than you ever know, because y'all know I moved here to Las Vegas basically by myself from Virginia. I got a divorce and decided to start over here. And so it's been really hard for me to even make friends and things here. So I really appreciated everyone that just rallied behind me in place of some people that I thought were that didn't. I had to take a break because I felt like I was tearing up again, and honestly, like, I've been crying for the past few days and I don't want to cry anymore. I'm okay. I will be okay. I'm safe. Thank God my daughter is safe. That's all that really matters. I just wanted to share this with you guys, just to be transparent, just to let y'all know, you know, there are creepy, sick men out here. Be careful. Take every single safety measure, precaution. Make sure you have possibly a weapon in the house. Make sure you're looking at your surroundings. Now is the time, because of the economy and different things that are happening. There are angry, creepy, freaked out men walking around. Yeah, so thank you guys for listening. This has been very crazy, but I am determined not to let this affect my mood anymore. I saw a quote on Instagram yesterday that said, stick to the plan, not your mood, and that's what I'm trying to do. I said I wanted to upload consistently, so I am going to upload consistently. I am going to get up and make some content. That man is not going to strike fear into my heart. That man is not going to make my life feel unsafe or make my home feel unsafe. Yeah, so thank you guys for listening, and everybody just be safe. And like I said, thank you everybody that reached out to me, even my online friends. Thank you guys so much for the concerns, for the wishes, for the prayers. Like, me and my daughter appreciate it so much, and I will see you guys in my next vlog. Good night.